Hey guys, welcome back to Puff It Louder. I don't know what that song was, but we are on chapter 7. We're in the hallway technically. Banjo is asking to come into our room, so we're gonna see if the MC agrees or not. If it's a choice, I'm letting him in, okay? Just be forewarned. Here we go. Huh? Normally I would have let him in without thinking, but for some reason I hesitated. Was it his glance or the way he talked? Tomase seemed a bit different from usual, and that was what made me confused. Oh, it is a choice. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that was new. Sure, come on in. I suppose that was the right choice. Tomase came into my room without saying anything, and he sat down where I offered him the seat. He had his hand over his mouth as if to think of something. It's his usual habit. He's probably worried about something. Now that I think about it, I've seen this expression from Tomase quite often since coming to this world. Look at his little outfit, his little... Okay, I'm sorry. Tomase is also nervous, and I often do things that would make him worry about me even more. Is something bothering you? Don't push yourself too hard and just talk about it. I'll do my best with the dramas, so let's cooperate together. I said that as a way to encourage him, but Tomase just opened his eyes wide before sighing quietly.
無理なんかしていない。
You're doing it again. You know, when you put your hand over your mouth while thinking, you used to bite your nails before.
今はやってない。
I know, but whenever I see you do that, I realize that you're thinking deeply. That's where I come in. Come on. You can talk to me about anything. It could be stuff like how you can't sleep unless it's back on your own bed at home.
子供扱いするなよ。
I didn't mean it that way, but you're my precious childhood friend, Tomase. I declared that, and Tomase removed his hand from his mouth as he stared straight at me.
俺の言ったことを覚えてるか?
Huh?
俺は別に帰りたいとは思っていない。このままでもいいと思っている。元の世界に戻れば、またお前は俺を弟扱いするだろう。今と同じように。でもここにいれば、俺とお前は同じキャストで対等だ。
We've always been equal. I care about you like a brother, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing.
対等じゃない。そのことにお前が気づかないから、俺はこの世界にいたいんだ。
He completely negated what I'd said, and I didn't know how to respond. Because I don't see it? My voice shook naturally, and because of that, Tomase frowned and quietly stood up from his seat.
そんな気はしてたが、結局そういうことなんだな。
Huh?
今はそれでもいい。お前が現状維持を望んでることぐらい、俺にだって分かってる。だからお前が決めていい。今気がつくか、後で気がつくか。焦って答えを引き出しても、きっとダメなんだろう。
Bro. I was at a loss of words again. Tomase felt like a completely different person, but I could tell that he was still being considerate. Tomase was always like this. His choice of words may be cold, but he never does anything I don't like. Except since coming here.
でも、ドラマはするからな。どんな内容でも、俺は拒否しない。お前を傷つけるような内容なら、ためらいはするだろうが、それでも、やる。
Damn. Meaning even if it's an act of killing me, you'd still do it?
嫌な例えだな。でも、そういうことだ。演技だからな。恨むなよ。
And yet you don't want to go back?
思わない。最初のドラマを演じた時点で、俺の気持ちは決まったようなものだ。ここにいれば、お前にキスする口実があるからな。
What? You...
ドアはロックしろよ。さっきしてなかっただろ。
You're leaving? My mind was a confused mess. We never talked about these things back in our world. I avoided the topic of romance because I thought Tomase wouldn't like it. And now it's about kissing. I didn't understand why he would want to be here. I don't understand. We would go to school together. We promised to take a trip together. It's not that I never noticed, but if I admitted that to be true, we couldn't spend time together the same way anymore. Oh my god. So she knew the entire time. She was just pretending not to know. There were times when he teased me, but we were simply childhood friends. That was all. Didn't Tomase want to go back to how it was? But the thing that Tomase finds more important than that, more important, not whatever. As I thought about these things, I felt slightly drowsy. The lethargy soon began to fatigue and engulf me. Not long after, my consciousness faded to black. Why is it that every single time she tries to think about it, she passes out? Like, is that weird? That night, I dreamed of something in the past. Maybe it was back in kindergarten? That was when Tomase and I became friends. We were neighbors and often saw each other, but that was the first time we talked.
Planet Warrior Planetown was awesome yesterday. They beat up all the bad guys.
Tomase just nodded.
That's so awesome. When I grow up, I want to be like those rangers. They're so cool and strong.
He asked if I wanted to become a ranger.
Can't I? I want to be a superhero that protects everyone. Can't I?
Tomase said he didn't know and smiled. I felt it wasn't fair how Tomase smiled like a grown-up would. He then said that he would become an actor so that he could play a superhero. Tomase's declaration surprised me greatly.
Actor? So you'll go on TV? Oh, okay, I'm sure you can.
After hearing me say that, Tomase smiled bashfully. I'll be looking forward to it. I'm sure Tomase can become a cool hero. But I don't remember if I really said that to him. I woke up to a knock at my door. I slowly opened my eyes in a daze and noticed that it was bright outside the window. I overslept! I jumped awake and headed to the door. I unlocked it and opened the door to find Tomase there.
Ohayo.
Oh, more Bing.
Kande.
I know, jeez. I felt a bit annoyed as I came out to the hallway. I knew immediately he came to wake me up, but there was something else I noticed. He's the same as usual. Or does it mean that he wants to act normally? Or... I followed Tomase and arrived at the living room without any time to think.
Oh, はようっす。朝から仲いいな。
おはようございます。僕らはこれから出かけてきますね。
じゃあ、行ってきます。
Oh, see you later.
おい。
Someone called out to me from behind and I cried out in surprise.
うるせえ。声がでかい。
Rude. Sorry.
朝食いるのか？いるなら出すが。
Yes, I do. Yes, please. Tomase, you'll eat too, right?
ああ。
You're the one that asked, but you tutted me?
気にしなくていいだろ。ただのツンデレだ。おはよう、二人とも。
I cannot wait for Ivana's route. Futami, good morning.
せっかく早く起きてくれたのに悪いんだが、今日は少し調べたいことがあって、午前中外に出たいんだ。
Wow, just being ditched immediately.
だから掃除の時間を午後に回してもらうことはできるか。業務は大丈夫らしいんだが。
Oh, I'm fine with it too.
俺はいつでも。
助かる。じゃあ午後に頼むよ。じゃあな。
Everyone seems busy this morning. Tomase didn't answer me and went to sit down. He acted as if he wasn't interested in what the other people were doing. You went through the trouble to wake me up, but I guess we're not cleaning until the afternoon.
わざわざというほどでは、昨日遅くまで付き合わせたから寝坊するかと思っただけだ。
God. Oh, thanks. I sat across from Tomase as I thought about my schedule for today. Since cleaning is in the afternoon, what should I do in the morning? The grassy plains were pretty yesterday. Maybe I should try to find more places like that to relax. I don't think I'll be able to gather points quickly, so I need a way to maintain my motivation.
しおりはどこか行くのか午前中
I'm still thinking about it, but I'm considering going out for a bit.
そうか
Tomase turned away with a sad look in his eye, and that reminded me of the dream last night. Back then, we were always together everywhere we went. We held hands all the time. Tomase, do you want to go with me?
行く
Then let's go after breakfast. Tomase nodded happily, and that reminded me of how he was back then. That's so cute! Him being like, oh, yeah, like, I would love to go with you. Like, it's so cute. It's so sad. I feel so bad for him. Is this just gonna be the entire time? Am I just gonna feel terrible? In the end, I chose to go to the street with lots of stores. It was like a small shopping arcade, and it was very different from the other locations. I didn't have to go inside and just enjoyed some window shopping as the two of us wandered the area. I never got a good look around on this street, but there are lots of different stores.
そうだなドアが開かない店も多いが
You've tried going inside?
一応本屋もあったし
Wow, you're brave, Tomase. You don't even know what's inside there.
出歩いていて危険な目に遭ったことは一度もないな一応この世界は安全らしい
Then maybe I don't have too much to worry about.
それとこれとは別の話だろ
I couldn't help but laugh a bit. When did Tomase become such a worrywart? I was the one worrying about him back then. That could be because I caused Tomase to worry about me. Like when I lost my voice or when I collapsed after going outside doing maintenance. Considering that, I did feel guilty. Tomase might not be the only one that changed. I have to pull myself together so I can be like how I used to be. Walking around like this reminds me of when we went shopping together. I think it was back in May when we did it for Drama Club.
5月だなあの時日和が選んだ小道具部内でも評判が良かった
Really? I'm glad I could help. You should tell me if something happens. We've been busy with the club recently, so we weren't walking home very much recently. It's nice to go out together every once in a while. I said without thinking too much of it. That's why I regretted it when I saw the expression that Tomase made.
ならずっとここにいればいいだろうここにいれば学校も部活も面倒なことも何もない
Tomase, I hate to say this, but that's so unrealistic. That's not what I meant when I said that. Also, like, if you spend 24/7 with somebody, you are bound to get sick of them. Like, there's no way that you can spend every single waking moment with somebody without, like, getting into more fights and everything, you know? Like, maybe there's a couple out there that can do that, but I feel like even just friends, like, it's so easy to get into fights if you're with someone that long. It's so awkward again. We ended up continuing the argument we had yesterday. Was that even an argument? I feel like it wasn't, but okay. That conversation didn't solve a single thing. I couldn't agree to any of it, and I knew that something was wrong. Is it my fault that Tomase wants to be here? We didn't come here by our own free will. It was the producer that did it. Am I the one that's making Tomase not want to go home? Ever since coming here, I felt like Tomase had placed me at the center of his world. But Tomase's world should have many more things than me.
ここでならドラマさえやっていればそれでいい
Yeah, see, like, that's the thing. Like, he's basically lost... he's giving up, like, everything in his life just to be with her 24/7. That's not healthy. But if we stay here, we'll never see our friends and family.
別に
Banjo! How is that good at all? Tomase, you said you wanted to become an actor. That's why you joined the drama club. You're serious about acting in dramas here for that purpose, right? I thought that was why you were willing to do any act. I thought it couldn't be helped because of that. And yet, are you going to just throw away that dream?
その夢は俺にとってただの手段だだから捨てたって構わないお前がいればいい
What? What are you saying? This is too sudden. Tomase was a big reader because he often read scripts of plays and dramas. He read the novels the scripts are based on. He also read documentaries and encyclopedias to better understand the novels on a deeper level. He would imitate the acting in plays and dramas, and in middle school, he joined the drama club. He learned to act well as our upperclassmen. There we go. I really thought he would eventually become an actor.
急だと思っているのはお前だけだよ。
I thought you were seriously striving to become an actor. Did I just misunderstand all along?
それは
Tomase didn't deny it right away and kept quiet. That short moment was a boon to me. He's not serious, right? He's just being confused at it all because we're here in this world. He's only thinking this way because I'm the only one he can trust. Look, Tomase...
悪い。今のは言い過ぎだ。
Tomase turned around and started walking. After a short distance, he turned back to me and called out.
日和、お前の好きそうな店がある。
Oh, okay. Which part does he think is going too far? Am I being the coward for not pursuing it? I'm surprised that she didn't pursue it. I would have been like, what the hell are you talking about? I caught up to Tomase, still feeling awkward as we arrived at the antique shop. I couldn't bring myself to feel genuinely happy, but because Tomase was being considerate, I forced myself not to sound depressed. You're right. What a cute shop.
ポールス・ソムニ。中に入ってみるか。
Yeah, let's. I entered the shop with Tomase to try and take my mind off things. Okay. Whoa. Inside were various antiques. There were furniture, accessories, everything. Some dolls were on display, and the sight of them got me excited. The employees seemed to be absent, so we just looked around the store freely. Wow, there's so many things here. The time periods and nations of origin were all over the place, but it was fun to look at. Further inside, I saw some expensive-looking jewels among a surprising variety of goods. There we go. Why do they have all these things here? Oh, maybe they're all fake?
それでもこれだけ揃えるのはすごいな。人形みたいなものもあるし。
I don't like the dolls. Tomase's speech faltered, and I followed his line of sight. Near the middle of the shop, there was a glass display case. A glass case? I wondered what precious thing would be locked inside. I gasped. What was inside the case looked almost real to me. An arm?
偽物だろ。
I know, but it just looked so real. My heart was pounding. I took a step back to look away and noticed a plate on the case. I thought I misread it, but I blinked a few times and reread it. Ibana. That's what it said on the plate. Ibana? Ibana's arm is in this fucking display case? Tomase also noticed the plate and went quiet. My thoughts went wild thinking about this, but it was Tomase who spoke up first.
どうしてここにエバナの名前が。
It has to be a coincidence. The name just happened to be the same. I suddenly felt the air thin out and I had trouble breathing, so I exited the store. Tomase followed me out and I turned to the store just once before leaving the vicinity. We need to tell somebody.
どうする今の。誰かに報告するか。
Yes. Do we have to? I think it's just a coincidence. No, you have to tell someone. I had a feeling I was saying something unreasonable. I was feeling impatient, but I didn't know why. It was like a warning telling me not to think any further. I should go back. I want to go back. I hate having to doubt others. We argue and hurt each other, and for what? I took care of my siblings, and I was always told I was a good kid. I never fought, and when I saw bullying, I would put a stop to it. I didn't like lying. And if things could be resolved with me getting the short end, I'd be fine with it. But it's completely different here. The other world's dream is making everyone crazy. That's why Tomase is talking about how he'll quit his dream of being an actor. I was just walking alongside Tomase, but I couldn't hold back my tears. The world is strange. It's insane. The one closest to me, the one I want to believe in, is saying that he doesn't want to go back. If we go back to our world, everything will be back to normal. If we can do that, and I won't have to fight with Tomose. I tried to take a step forward, but then I stopped when someone grabbed my hand. Tomose, who was next to me, was holding onto my hand.
ごめん、日和。お前を不安にさせるようなことばかり言って。
Huh?
一緒にいてくれ。俺はお前の味方だから。どんなことがあっても帰りたくないっていう気持ちは嘘じゃない。でも俺はお前を怖がらせたいわけでも困らせたいわけでもないから。だから俺から離れないでほしい。
Oh, please don't leave me. That's so sad. What? I'm literally gonna cry. Like, this is horrible. We're gonna go through his route and it's just gonna be him feeling terrible the whole time. Like, I really hope that she freaking tells him that she likes him or something. He bowed to me in apology. Seeing Tomose like that made me want to cry even more. I know. Tomose is kind and he always cares about me. But we have misunderstandings at crucial places and we come to different conclusions. I'm sad we don't feel the same way. Tomase repositioned the hand that held mine and he looked relieved for some reason. That was a habit that he had ever since we were small. On days that were fun and days that were not, even on the rare occasion that we fight, we would hold hands and walk back home together. That was a memorable habit that I couldn't forget.
いや、しかし
行部さん、もうちょっとそっち行ってください。声が聞こえて不愉快です。
I'm so, like, what the hell does this mean? Why is Ibana's arm in a case somewhere? And is it Ibana's or is it like his family members? Oh gosh.
不愉快ってはっきり言い過ぎじゃない？僕の声が聞こえると惚れそうになるからあっち行ってくらいいいのよ。
どうしてそういう天地がひっくり返ってもありえない発想になるんですか。
Oh my god.
一度死んでください。
エスカレートしてる。完全に一線超えたよね今。
なんでますます仲が悪くなってるのかな。
I think we can just leave them alone for now. We decided to gather towards the end of the day to finish up cleaning what we'd left. But we continued to digress for various reasons, and we were still unable to finish cleaning until dinner time. Akase had suggested that we cooperate more with each other, so we decided to meet in the grassy plains and enjoy the view. We were there to look at the stars while we also worked on our friendship. Oh, picture get! Look at them. Oh. Bancho's pissed. I see so many stars, and the two moons are beautiful.
夏の星座が真上に見えるな。でもなぜかオリオン座も見える。
Look at them. Look at them. You're right. I thought it was strange to see so many stars.
あらゆる季節の星座が入り混じってるな。さすが作り物というか、そこら辺は本物に忠実にしてほしかったが。
Yeah, but it's still beautiful.
確かに。
ってこっちでやり合ってる間にどういうことなんですか、二見さん。
え？星が綺麗だって話だが。
月が綺麗ですねじゃなくてよかった。
好きだとなんでダメなの？
大昔の偉人が I love you をそう訳したという逸話があるので。
The moon is beautiful? Oh, okay.
遠回しすぎるだろう。伝えたいなら遠回しに語るんじゃなく、普通に愛してるって言うよ。
愛してる? 愛してる is like a really intense way of saying I love you. Damn, okay.
全然照れずに言う二見さん怖っ。23歳怖っ。
もう宿舎に帰りたい。
Don't say that, Tomose. It'd be fun to sit here and reminisce.
それはそうだけど。
昔って何？幼馴染の特権はずるいな。僕も混ぜてよ。
外来種は今すぐ消え去ってください。
今度は遠回しに一線越えてきたね。
行部相手だと万丈はよく喋るな。
I think you're right. Maybe they're becoming friendlier with each other.
なってないからな。
僕ともくんのこと嫌いじゃないよ。
俺は大嫌いです。
We looked up at the sky and talked about the constellations that we saw and didn't. After a while, we stopped fighting over dumb things and the calm atmosphere overtook us. Now the four of us are good friends.
そうだね。この中にプロデューサーかスポンサーがいるかもしれないけど。
It wasn't advisor, it was sponsor, that's the word.
またそういう。
一番疑われてるのは行部さんじゃないですか。潔白の証明もできてないし。
え、そう？おかしいな。
We still have lots to work on, but I knew it wouldn't be easy. I sighed and looked around. Then I decided to change my mindset and look at the stars. And we're gonna stop here! Oh my gosh! Okay. So we're not... I think we're still not. Yeah, we're not on frickin' Banjo's route yet. Oh my god. It feels like it's like taking forever. But whatever, it's fine. What the fuck is Ivana's arm doing in an antique shop? Is the MC finally going to tell frickin' Banjo, like, hey... Like, either tell him I want to be with you, or tell him I just want to stay friends. Just tell him an answer. God damn it. Like, stop leading him on. It's so painful. Oh god, I'm gonna cry. Next episode, I'll cry and we'll possibly get to Banjo's route.